Kevin Gunner here with the Snake Pit Martial Arts. Today I want to talk to you about what we call the martial artist toolbox. Just like tradesmen, they have their toolboxes, and the carpenter has his toolbox, and he might have various tools, including like a pipe wrench that he don't use very often. The plumber over here, he has various tools, including a chisel that he might not use very often. It's the tool of a person's trade. But when that time comes and they need this tool, it's very useful to have there. The same thing with martial artists. The basis of Bruce Lee's art, Jeet Kune Do, is absorb what is useful, reject what is useless, and add to it what is significantly your own. I do believe in that, but also on this toolbox aspect, even though it might be useless to us now, like in our 20s, when we get up here in our 40s, 50s, that'll be useful. Trust me, I know. My instructor one time, I remember I was in my 20s, he was my age-ish. He said, I'm too old to fight with somebody, and I'd rather just break something and go home. And at the time, I was young and just wanted to fight everybody. So, I didn't understand that. But now I'm 48 and I have a full understanding. I don't want to sit there and fight with somebody half my age. I just want to break something and go home. So, the martial artist toolbox, this is what I want to talk about. When you're young, in your 20s or teens or whatever, your instructor will show you things, you're like, I'll never use that, that's dumb. Put it in your toolbox. Keep it there, practice it every now and then, because the day will come you'll need it. And the same thing on the other end of the spectrum, the instructors. Bad for it. I got my things that work for me now, and I kind of get hooked on those. I got to remember there's things over here that works for the 20-something-year-olds that I need to show them, or especially the young kids. They can do those fancy kicks and make them work that I can't do anymore. So keep an open mind on everything you do. Don't necessarily reject anything per se. You don't have to put it in your top drawer of your toolbox, but have it down here ready to use. So that's just something to keep in mind. Just because it's not useful for you now, it'll be useful for you later. And if it's something you've changed your toolbox around when you get older and you put this stuff in the bottom drawer, still teach it to these younger guys. Main thing is, like Ed Parker said, your mind is like a parachute. Only works if it's open. So just keep all these things open. Be sure you like and subscribe. And if you're around my area, come drop in for a class or two. Happy to have you. Until next time.